Welcome to HOLMAKRA for the new Pioneer Series, Episode 1, with me, MrSealyp. So this is the beginning. I don't mean of all things, I just mean of this Let's Play. This is going to be a Pioneer Series, and probably only a short run. I'm going to see how it goes, to be honest with you. This is a kind of a challenge. I've been given a bit of land, only a small parcel of land, and there's, I think, a caravan. I've got a caravan on it. I'm trying to remember, I set this up a little while ago. I think it's a caravan, or did I go with deck chairs? Anyway, regardless, I think it's a caravan. What we are going to do is be pioneers. The farm here, I'm on HOLMAKRA. I mean, that should be on the thumbnail, hopefully. I'm on HOLMAKRA, heavily forested. We'll have a look at our map. I've got a map in my pocket. We've been walking for a while trying to find actually where our plot of land is. So, with our map out, there used to be a farm down here. The farming's kind of gone into, you know, it just doesn't happen anymore. The people that lived there moved out. It's kind of a barren plot there. The fields haven't been tended for a while. They've all been left. We've got a plot of land. Where are we? Up here. There we go. So we're walking on this track here. There's a few sell points here on the map. We've got an additional wood chip sell point, and I think there's a lumber sell point on with that as well. Just up there. So it gives us a couple of options for selling. Now the challenge on this is going to be, that's the plot we've got, and that's it. That's all we own. We've got to get to a point where we are farming in some way, shape or form, whether it's arable, whether it's animals. We need some vehicles, we need, you know, all that kind of stuff. I've got 230 euros. That's it. That's all I've got in my pocket. Bit of walking around money, something to buy some lunch and some fuel or something. I'm not so sure what I'm going to do with that. So we've got a little turn in here. It's incredibly steep. I'm just looking at this now thinking, So up here is where we're going to be living, at least to start off with. This is going to be one of those ones that as I progress I'm going to think I probably bit off more than I can chew, especially doing this as a kind of start from scratch. I've got a chainsaw. Have chainsaw, will travel. Where are we? It's up here a bit further, isn't it? Oh, there we go. It's quite dark in here. We need to clear some of this out. So we've got a little track up here, and in amongst the plots we've got a caravan, and that's it. This is where we're going to be living. This is where we're going to be working out of initially. So that's it. That's the challenge. I've got it's going to be forestry to begin with. What I want to try and do is build up the forestry again and kind of start from scratch. So it's just going to be a chainsaw to start off with. We're going to work our way up, hopefully get some bigger machinery, be able to clear areas of land much quicker, make money much quicker, then buy some plots of land, or where we've cleared land, potentially do some landscaping, clear out some field areas, that kind of stuff. Maybe build up to have our own little farmhouse, that kind of thing. That's what I'm aiming for. Now, we have very kindly been given, or told of, there's a tractor and a trailer that we can have. Don't go thinking, oh, he's already cheating. You'll see when we get there. So back down the track, and we're going to head down towards the main lumberyard. And we have a tractor at our disposal. It's old. It may need a bit of repair. I don't think it does. Bit of a walk. So I'll see you in a minute when we get down towards the lumberyard. We have got a bit of, bear in mind, like I say, we are on foot, and we've got to go all the way to here. So, sell points on the right hand side here. What I'm hoping is, as we open the map up, we're going to be enticing industry in. We're going to be, hopefully companies will start to think, you know what, this area is a bit more prosperous again. People are out there working the land. We might get some more sell points, we might get some more companies bringing stuff in. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I say, we'll see how it goes. This could end up being a 5-episode run, a 10-episode run. It could be a bit longer. So, the house just up here, I have been told I have access to a trailer. over here. And a bit run down, a bit beat up, just opposite, we've got a tractor. In here. It's small, not a lot of horsepower, but it starts. That's the main thing. Right. We've got an old Massey. A tiny little Massey. So now we've got a tractor, we've got a trailer, and we've got a chainsaw. And this is where we start. Humble beginnings. I think these tractors only cost about, I mean, obviously in the real world they probably cost an absolute fortune, but I'm sure this was only about £2 grand, £2.5 grand, something like £3 grand. So we need to get straight on with this. I need to start cutting some trees down. I need to start getting some lumber. We'll put it in the back of the trailer and then bring it down here and sell it. Now I know for a fact that at the start this is going to be a thankless task. Obviously doing it by hand without any kind of mechanical automated systems at all, forestry machinery, forwarders, that kind of stuff. This is old school logging. I did think about getting the little sawmill thing that goes on the back of this. We might well do at some point for chopping stuff up, but while we've got a chainsaw we'll be fine. So we're going to head back to our plot. I'm just now thinking, yeah, this should get up the hill, shouldn't it? Otherwise, if it doesn't, we've got to start at the bottom of the hill and gradually wait until we've got enough money to buy a more powerful tractor, but that could take some time. But that's my next step. That's what I'm aiming for. What we'll do is aim to upgrade the tractor. I'm just thinking, actually, because we can get a front loader on this, can't we? Maybe a front loader and a small weight. If we can get ourselves a little log grab, maybe then we can start doing slightly longer logs rather than just ones we do by hand. Because the longer and straighter they are, the more money we'll make on them. So then we could get them maybe that go long enough to fit in this trailer, rather than just smaller chunks. Then we'll build up from there. Yeah, that's, you know, I kind of thought this through. Certainly faster than walking anyway. Lights? Yeah, probably going to need them. It is a little bit dark through here. So yeah, this is kind of, you know, what I'm aiming for. We'll see how it goes. That's all I can promise at this moment. We are a tiny speck in an ocean of trees, bobbing like flotsam and jetsam. I reckon I'm about ready. So I'm not even going to slow down. We're doing 13. No, I'm not going to slow down. Let's just take the turn at speed. Keep going. Oh, it doesn't like it. Right, I was going to say, have a look at the way the front axle's moving across the rough ground, but I seem to be having an issue. It doesn't like this rough ground at all. There was some... There, look. When I came up here just now, I think I found a sinkhole because I lost the tractor. The tractor and trailer just disappeared. I assume into the centre of the earth. Yeah, it's not liking it, so what we might have to do... Are we here? I've not come far enough. Oh, there we are. We may have to sort ourselves a separate track out, maybe down through the trees. I don't know. We got up here in the end, but that was a bit weird. So what we need to do is let's just clear some stuff out. That's what we're here for. Let's get some trees down, chop them up, get them down to a sell point, see what money we're going to make for a load. It's a trailer load. It's not going to be a huge amount, but it's certainly going to be better than 230 euros. So, let's try and fell a tree without dropping onto the tractor. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Let's go with this one here. Oh, oh dear. Right, so what we'll do... Just trying to work out how big a chunk I can get away with. There we go, coming down. I can see me doing this a lot. This is not going to be something you're going to want to watch. But it will be a necessity. It's no different to any other episode I've done, or any other Let's Play. If I do contracts, if I do field work, if I do stuff off screen, especially if it's stuff you've seen done before, not necessarily in total, but like on that particular Let's Play, we'll drop these in. I just don't know, like I say, I'm just really worried now. I'm going to do all this, and then if I find another sinkhole, in inverted commas, I could lose everything. So plenty of regular saving, I think, is going to be the order of the day. We might not even get one full tree in this trailer, but we'll try our best. See, for me, this kind of thing I love. The whole challenge of this is going to be brilliant. Like I say, I don't know how it's actually going to fare. We'll see, won't we? Oh, I've got plenty of room to move the other one. There we go. And what I'll do is make the log sizes a little bit bigger until I reach a point where it says I can't. That way I know where what I can get away with, you know. I'm really gutted when I get down and tell them I get like nothing, literally nothing. That will be heartbreaking, but got to start somewhere. Might as well be here. I might have to take off a few others around it, I think. Right, let's just do a longer cut and see if we can get away with it. Obviously, the further up the tree we go, the thinner it gets. See, oh, okay, let's take in that. That's good. So if I put that on here between, so I'm just very conscious of the fact it's just got straps. I don't think it has it? No, because it's not designed to be this kind of trailer. Maybe that'll be the first step, will be to get a trailer with straps. Or, I wonder, can I have this in bale configuration? Oh, problem with that is they're going to roll off before I get to strap them down. I'll have a think about that. Maybe we can get a bale configuration one. And then... Actually, I do need a couple more short ones, don't I, just to fit in that end. So, as I say, this is going to continue for a little while. That one in there. It hasn't got a rear hitch, has it? I don't know. I think as we get a slightly larger tractor, so it might even be if we make a bit of money, we could lease a bigger tractor. So all the, there's lots of options. This is going to be our, this is our tractor. This, we're using this at the moment. But even if we just lease a slightly larger one, or a slightly larger trailer, or a combination of both, just for an hour, and get a few trees done in an hour to make a bit more money, and there's all different ways around doing this. Let's see how we go. I can see me losing half this as I go down the road. Next time you see me, I'll be cursing. Or I'll be pleasantly surprised. I'll take a load down and get way more than I was expecting for it. Somehow, I doubt it, but this could be one of those maps that pays brilliantly for logs, The fact it's a logging map. You would like to think so, wouldn't you? They always show the wood chip prices, but you're never quite sure what the log prices are going to be. Now, if I stick another one on top of these, like a pyramid, will I get away with that? Put that way a little bit. No, wrong way. Actually, if I do it that way, then I can see, can't I? Of course you can, you mug. What's the matter with ya? Let's put it there. Yes, that's going to survive the journey back. Oh, these are quite long trees, aren't they? Right, let's try one more. Because that, at the moment, is a full load. Maybe a small logging trailer. That might not be a bad idea, might it? So if I brake suddenly, that log's going to shoot off the back and take my head off. Well, no time like the present. There definitely aren't straps in this, are there? No. Oh, dearie me. I'm going to go down through the trees. I'm not going to try and go down on that track, I don't think. Whew, okay. What way is the best way to go? Well, these are quite densely packed, aren't they? I wasn't kidding when I said that. I think I'm going to... How am I going to do this? As soon as I put my brakes on, they're going to come shooting off and hit me on the back of the head. Ah, I know what I'll do. Hang on. Let's go. Oh, this is so frustrating not having... Right, cruise control. 1. Cruise control on. Hill descent control. Then I haven't got to touch the brakes. Please don't slide off, logs. This may be painfully slow to watch, but it's the safest way of doing this. I've lost the track. I think I'm going to come out in the wrong... Oh, no! There you go. Oh, blimey, that's me squashed. Oh, there's the track right there. I want to try... No! I'm losing a lot. That's why log bunk, these things here, to stop that happening. Right, okay, back to the drawing board. I am definitely going to need a different trailer. I need to get this load down. You know what I'm going to do? Let's take that log off there. Let's let that roll down. Please don't end up in the water. Oh, you twit, I've just realised. That's going to go hurtling down into the lake, river, ditch. Get that one off. No. Where are you going? Please don't do that. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. If I own the land all right way down to here, I'm going to cut a couple of trees down the bottom here. Have the tractor on the flat. Cut a couple, or a few, all from the flat, until I'm at a point where I can get something that's going to be easier up and down on the steep hills. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. If I can get this load down at all. It won't be pretty, but it does need to be at the moment. Hey, it's all a learning curve. Kind of. It was obvious that was going to happen, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Let's get that one off. So I'm just thinking, if I do I own right down to the road? Please tell me I do. I do. Yep, that's it. So, start down here by the road on the flat. Perfect. Just got to get this tractor down. Not how I envisaged the first episode going, but... Am I going to get down with that one, or is that going to come off as well? Let's take that off just in case. Definitely need straps. So we'll go down to the lumberyard and see if they do have anything available that we can lease, beg, borrow, potentially steal. So my thought now is I just want to get down this hill, and you know, and I'll just cut this bit out. But I know people are doing. Will he make it? Will he? Will he? Won't he? Is he going to kill himself with more logs? We will see. Right. Let's knock the cruise control back up to 1. Cruise control on. Hopefully I don't have any glitches. If I have any problems on this track, if the tractor goes a bit weird or drops through the map, oh, I'm going to lose the logs. It's all going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? It does not like that at all. Yep, different tractor is needed. What is it doing? Right, get off that. Get off that. Get off that. really doesn't like it. The tractor or the trailer that does not like that at all. Well, if I can try and stay off it as much as possible. Oh no. Please don't fall through the map. No, no, no. All you can do is laugh. Oh man. Well, I got down the bottom of the hill with about a third of the load still on. Bear with me while I just reload this. It's not the cruise control back up all the way to a huge 13. Right, well. Here's what it is. Well, it's a slightly longer one. Right, we are reloaded. I'm thinking, yeah, trailer, what I might do then, if I'm going to do on the flat, is just configure that into the bale configuration, try and load logs. If they roll off, then I'll go for a different option, because then I can strap them over, in theory. Stops them moving, anyway. Cruise control on 1, get us going first. Then we'll knock it up gradually. And let's head off. I don't think I'm even going to make a grand on this, but if we do, fantastic. It may be enough to lease something. Because this will pull along the flat. A trailer I can get more logs onto, maybe. Something bigger, something flatter, something with straps. Yeah. And that's the progression, isn't it? This is what we've got. This is, even if the first few loads are like this, we are transporting logs regardless. What's going to be fascinating is going to be to see when we get to a point, whatever point we get to, when we're transporting not necessarily the maximum amount we can, because there's, you know, I suppose with countless logging trailers and trucks and stuff like that, you can do in infinite amounts. But where we end up from this starting point, this little Massey and this little Massey 3-ton trailer, up to whatever we end up hauling with. And this is how farming starts and started around a lot of the world. Oh no, Pumpy. Clearing forests to make way for fields. When the human race moved away from nomadic lifestyles, not at some places in the world people still live a nomadic lifestyle, but that kind of nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyle into more fixed position livestock, arable farming, that kind of thing. This is what happened. Yeah, maybe a slightly faster tractor, maybe. Although we could get one of those, they're fairly cheap. One of those little trucks, the D. Can I remember the destination? D something like that. Where's our lumber point? It's over here, isn't it? The moment of truth. Oh, I dread to think. Come on. Oh, that's alright, 2,760. I was thinking £1,000. And that wasn't even the full tree. Right, so what we need to do now, let's go and speak to someone in the lumberyard, see what we can do about a trailer, whether I can convert this. Is there somewhere I can convert it? Let's try it anyway. Let's try it in a bale configuration with straps, because that's got to be the first step. Is it in here? It might be. Step 2. I mustn't forget, actually, I've still got part of a tree up the hill, haven't I? And we'll get to that at some point. Ah, it's not going to take me too long to make money at all, is it? Oh, dearie me. Right, so, what do we need to change this to? Yeah, bale loading wagon. It's not going to cost me anything. No, it's got worth a try. It does have straps. It does. Right! That'll make the hauling backwards and forwards a little bit better. I know I can get longer logs on there. So, next tree. I'm going to see you back here in a minute. Well, up there in a minute. When I've got the next tree cut and loaded. Let's try it in this configuration. If this doesn't work, then if we can get the next load back without it being too much of a nightmare, then we'll look at maybe leasing a different trailer. But 2,500 a load for the time being. We need to get to a point where we're getting like 40, 50, 60 grand a load, you know, that kind of thing. But for the time being, I'll take that. Right, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to start off just by doing them that length to fit on the trailer perfectly. I can go a little bit further over because I've got a few straps on here. What I can do is strap one, put another one on, then just switch the straps, so I'm never going to lose the logs off there in theory. I've cut myself a measuring stick the same length as the trailer, so what you can do, if you want to, you don't have to because you can sometimes do it by eye, is just bring that over, pop it down, go to there. I mean, you know, it's not precise, but it's not far off. Grab that again. Move it along. Take that one out of the way. Hopefully. Push that up against that one. Then strap that one on, that one off. Don't know, we'll see. Should get more on this time. And we should get more because they're longer. Again, in theory. On, off. Actually, that didn't quite. Oh yeah, it's just not pushed on properly. Okay, and then we'll build up from there. Right. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah, it was too long. I think I might have cut that a little bit off, but not to worry. I mean, to be fair, as you get further up the tree, because they're thinner, you can pick up longer lengths. So what we could then do is potentially have them overhanging off the back. That's not too much of a problem. Drop on there. Nope. A bit further on. Then I'll worry about moving it. Cool. Okay, full load. I've almost got 2 trees on there, apart from these few bits here, couple of odds and ends. So I went for thicker ones, some of these longer ones, cut a tree down this side, just over there. It would seem to be a little bit thicker than the last one, and it wouldn't let me do the longer logs for some reason. It did on the bottom, but they're not on the top, so I had to cut some of these in half. But We've definitely got more on there. I don't know if the plucky little massive... Yeah, no problem at all. Let's go. And we're strapped down, which means I've got to lose them anywhere. They're not going to come rolling off. And we should make more on this load. So I'm thinking then the next advance from this is maybe the front loader option on the little Massey. Maybe get a little log fork. That way I will be able to pick up the longer ones. Although I might need a rear weight. Like I say, maybe a slightly longer trailer. Or I can overhang longer ones off the back of this. That's not a problem. So I can go a little bit longer, do a little bit more weight. We have options. I honestly did think the front wheels might come off the ground a little bit. So the other option will be to put some front weight on this, because you can get a couple of sandbag options, so maybe that will be what we'll do next. Get a little bit of weight over the front axle. And we'll see what we make on this load, because it will be a kind of... It will kind of go to show just with the chainsaw. And very basic, like I say, this tractor I'm sure was only just under £3 grand. And the trailer was about not even £1 grand, I don't think. Well, it's bumpy along here, isn't it? And we are logging. Although, yeah, to be fair, we did have to buy the plot of land, but it was the cheapest one. I went around the entire map and to find the cheapest plot. So it wasn't, you know, ridiculous. We didn't start with a €1 million sized plot of land, you know. Well. I mean, I wouldn't say we're clearing the land just yet. We've done 3 trees. But we will get there. Every journey starts with a first step. Okay, fingers crossed. Oh, nearly £6 for that load. Fantastic. Right, so if we can get slightly longer logs, maybe that overhang by 1 metre. Let's check out this front loader attachment thing. It's under the straps. It takes a little while to get going. So, customize configuration. Let's get 100 kilo weight over the front, just to be on the safe side. With front loader, let's try it. 460. Whew, price in it. Let's customize that. Now the question is, with the front loader, will this take any front loader tool or just a Massey Ferguson tools? Probably just Massey Ferguson, I would imagine. What do we have? Bucket pallet fork and manure fork. Maybe that wasn't the best call. I wonder if something else will attach. Probably not the best option. Big old log fork like that, a double log fork carriage. Ugh, how expensive? Is that just a little log grab? Oh, hang on, what about... Will that go on? I mean, that's going to be bodging it. That's going to be a duct tape and cable tie job, isn't it? You know what? Let's lease it. It's only 15. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I think with the application of some brackets, some nuts and bolts, grit, spit, and plenty of duct tape, I'm sure we'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Well, yeah, we might need a rear weight, mightn't we? The problem with that is I'm going to have to take the trailer out, then come back for the weight. Where's the equipment? Up here. Oh, over here. Yeah, this is not going to want to attach, is it? I don't think. It'll be my new favourite tool if it does. I mean, it's my new favourite tool anyway. No, it's only going to take the massive Ferguson stuff, isn't it? Okay, so we may need to lease something else. There's a log grapple, but I think it goes in the back. Oh, hang on, that's the other option, isn't it? What about... That's going to be under forestry equipment, isn't it? What about if I cut down an entire tree and drag an entire tree back with that? Right, let's lease it for 11. Next test, let's grab that, see if we can bring an entire tree back and see what we get for an entire tree. Right, let's leave the trailer here. The bag handler can go back. I think we'll take the front loader off because I don't think that's going to help. Maybe weight over the front. That actually might be quite handy, mightn't it? Yep, right, back in the store. Let's go to front loaders. And let's go and pick something that we can just stick over the front axle. It just might help a little bit of extra weight, I'm thinking. What's going to give us a bit of weight? I suppose I could put something in the shovel, couldn't I? Let's just grab the shovel anyway. It's all extra weight. So we'll strip a tree, drag an entire one back. That's better. I suppose I could always put something in that, couldn't I? Put some kind of crop. I don't know. Maybe some wood chips. Right. Next test. It's a strange looking thing, isn't it? A curious machine. Worth a try. Doesn't work, we'll just go back to what we did before. Another full load. A few full loads like that, and we could be at a point we could lease, yeah, like I say, a slightly larger tractor maybe with a front loader, the bag lifter maybe. Then we can do a log at a time, get them up. Yeah, we'll try anything. We'll try anything to progress. We'll try this and see how this goes, and I think we may be at the end of the first episode, but we are proving though that we can make money. Like I say, I'm going to have to do a lot of this off screen to make any kind of progress, because obviously if it's too slow I'll get bored doing it. If it's too slow, we need to see progress. Does that raise and lower? It does. Cool. In and out of those. Like that. Okay. I don't know how well it's going to grab onto a tree and how well it'll drag the whole thing, but we'll soon see, won't we? Well, we've got one. Whether we're going to get all the way back with it or not, I don't know. We'll soon see. It does seem to be sliding through, though. Same problem with these log grapples and stuff. We'll get to a point I won't be able to turn the tractor, because that should be setting against that back plate, and it didn't. Yep, still sliding through. Oh, so annoying. Okay, so maybe this is not the best way to go with it then. Okay. Seems to be working this time. Doesn't matter if we have to stop a few times to get this to work. No, don't fall at the back. No. I lose it. We are so close, and this thing keeps either drops out the back or slides forward and hits the tractor, but we're nearly there. Don't fall out again, come on. But this is designed for just getting the trees out from where you cut them down to the point. It's a skidder basically. It's not designed for dragging them all the way out. And that should be clamping on. It's the curse of the clamps on any of the vehicles, because that should really just pinch right onto that and it shouldn't move. But what are we going to get for a full tree? Because I'm going to be really disappointed if it's less than we're getting for the logs, but you never know. It's that thing we always have, the longer and straighter the better, supposedly, but I've always found 8 metre ones to be better, excuse me. Okay, why am I not? That's better. Let's see what happens this time. Okay. We're over 10 grand. I'm going to go back to doing logs. It's easier doing logs on the trailer because I can get 2 trees on there rather than bring 1 tree back at a time. But we are learning. It is a learning curve. So another few logs on the trailer, I reckon. We'll get a few back. Let's get the money up a little bit. If I can get up around the 30-40 grand mark, then we can look at maybe getting another tractor, because there are a few knocking around for that sort of price. So we can go a little bit bigger. I'm thinking... Yeah, I can take all this off, can't I? Yeah, let's get all this off. And so, with the front loader removed, we're going to grab the trailer, I'm going to head back, I'm going to cut some more trees down, get them onto here, We've come to the end of the first episode, and it is literally, that's, you know, proof of concept. This is what we're going to try. We're going to work our way out through machinery, and the aim is to get into farming in some way, shape or form. If I've got tractors and stuff, I'll have some of the stuff, but obviously there'll be implements and things I'll need to buy. But that's what we're aiming for. We're going to clear some land. If I have to use the first plot to make enough money to buy another plot of land, we'll have a scout around, find a plot that's maybe a bit flatter, clear the trees from that, and then maybe make that into farmland. I don't want to necessarily buy the farmland that's already on the map. I can do if I want to, but that's not the plan. And we're going to clear the land and try and start a farm. Try and start a farm. So, there you go. That's the first episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.